Okay, we're lucky enough to be joined by Gordon tonight, who's invited us down to training. Gordon, obviously ahead of Saturday's game, big match against League One Colchester. 5 games of the season, I think we lost 4 in a row, but we now won the last 7. What's changed?
Availability of players has made a massive difference. If we go back to the start of the season, it's the most difficult start of the season I think I've ever experienced. Certainly for things outside of our control. It's just incredible. Everything seems to be going wrong, but you have to dig deep and keep persevering. We'd signed so many players because we knew about these problems, and gradually we managed to put it together. Still not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. And comment after the game on Saturday, great result at Ebbsfleet. Walked in the dressing room at the end, got them all to sit down, and just said, if you remember 8 weeks ago I was whinging and moaning about attitude, lack of desire, lack of spirit. You've stuffed it straight back down my throat. You're now showing it. And consequently, 13 games unbeaten, 7 wins on the bounce. So one thing you've done is proved me right, because I knew they were capable of more. We as a management team knew they were capable of more. And I think the players, by their own admission, will say, yeah, they could have been doing better. We're now doing it. It's very much working as a unit, not as individuals. I felt there was a little bit too much of that early part of the season. So, yeah, at the moment, it's been good.
How would you say preparation in general has gone leading up to this game? Obviously, there's a bigger media interest in this because it was a league side. And are the players more up for it? Do they seem more up for it? Or is it just like a normal game for yourself and for them?
Well, when it comes to Saturday, it'll be a normal game. It's against league opposition. We know we've got to be at our utmost, really, if we're going to get a result. There's been a media circus leading up to it, and all I can say, come quarter to 5 on Saturday, if we've won it, it'll be a quiet satisfaction, and then we've got to look forward to doing it all again, because that's what it's all about. We're in the spotlight for one reason: we've made the first round proper. Once we've done that, then it becomes a little bit of a wish list. Can we get a home draw, which we did? Can we get a league club, which we have? Can we get a bit of television? Right, not live, but we've got the television. And then the next one is, can we get a giant killing? We'll find out between 3 o'clock and quarter to 5 on Saturday, but we're trying to do everything we possibly can to give ourselves the best chance. We all know pro sides, they're full-time, they should be fitter, they should be technically better, they should be mentally stronger. All those things, they're used to the big occasion. But I'll tell you what, we're going to give it a good shot.
And do you expect them to be prepared for this, or do you think that there's a chance that they might have underestimated us?
Well, there's always that hope. The manager's obviously going to go and do his job, same as we all try and do. The players should be motivated. We'll see. We can only legislate what we do. The thing is, on Saturday, or the weekend I should say, because it's Sunday game, there's going to be a couple of shocks. Always is in the FA Cup. And I sincerely hope we're one of the ones that produce non-league sides. We're at home. Obviously the crowd will have a massive part to play. I can't emphasise that enough. I think there's been times this year they've been a little bit quiet at home. Away games, they've been absolutely fantastic. I sincerely hope they've got their voices on Saturday, because they can make the atmosphere that can put us over the line. It's going to be difficult. Every little advantage we can take, we need, and the fans are one that will certainly make a difference.
And is that your message to them, really, that they have to be as vociferous as they possibly can be and make the day environment as uncomfortable as possible for Colchester United?
Yeah, what we've got to do, you've got to look at the game on Saturday and say that we're a small club. We've got one chance, it's probably that 90 minutes. If we take it to a replay, it's unlikely we're going to win at their house. So we've got to really put all our eggs in one basket to have a right goal on Saturday. We'll prepare the players the right way, we've done our homework on them. We've got our own little dossier, call it. We won't be imparting much of that to the players. We'll be short right down, tell them the basics. We'll try and prepare them, we'll motivate them the best we possibly can, so that they get out on the park and go and produce the best they can over that 90 minutes. What we need, all the outside influences, anybody that's involved in this football do that little bit more on Saturday and it tips the balance, you might make a difference. And that's the thing we've got to do. Everybody in this club will get that success come 4:45 on Saturday if we've got one more in there.
And you spoke about doing it on the pitch, so from your point of view, do you know your starting 11 yet, or are there going to be any surprises in that team?
Well, there's one that's probably going to surprise one or two already this evening. Surprise the lads. We've managed to re-sign Matt Lowe, which is obviously good news. Missed out in the last round because Cambridge wanted back. It looked very unlikely the fact that managed to get sacked on Monday. Probably thought it was a no-go, but it all came to fruition yesterday. It's here tonight, signing the forms, and as long as that goes through tomorrow morning, it'll be available for selection on Saturday. Other than that, most people should be fit and well. Obviously Elliot Godfrey's absolutely gutted because he misses it. You've got Matty Harrier who's cut tight, Keds who's still injured, but other than that, we're full squad to pick from.
Absolutely, and just for the fans as well, Matty Lowe, he's a permanent signing.
Oh no, he's a contract player at Cambridge. We've managed to re-sign him on a month's loan with a view to extending it if we possibly can, and that becomes all three parties sitting down at the end of it saying, is it beneficial to all three? If it is, then hopefully we could do it again, and that's all loan signings like that.
And I know from the supporters' point of view, and I know you don't read it with the forum, we're all crying out for Matty Lowe. Obviously you made a big difference in the time that he was here. So from your point of view, how big a influence can he have on the team come Saturday?
Well, I think it's important, like last week was a fantastic preparation for obviously Saturday. What we had was Matty Harrier. The one thing I felt in the middle of the park that we were lacking were legs. Matt gave us that on Saturday. So coming to this Saturday, you've got to look at it again and say, right, Matty Harrier, could we re-sign Matt Lowe? We've done it, and that gives us that nice balance of the legs in there. And all the time, you're looking to make sure that shape and balance of the side is right. It takes a little while to get there. When you look at Brad was struggling by his own admission, wasn't doing it. Recently he got his opportunity at Havant, took it, hasn't looked back. All of a sudden he's a different player. Amazing what confidence does. Michael Corporal came back in on Saturday. Can he do well? Big influence. He's available Saturday. You've got Bowley and Scotty, two good footballers playing in the middle of the park. All of a sudden, it's given us options. The strength and depth of the squad is that much better than it was at the start of the season. The fitness level's that much better. So it's all going in the right direction, but we've got to make sure it comes to, we peak on Saturday.
And from a sentimental point of view, obviously, Marvin Sordell, Gavin Masson, probably the first time, I don't know if you've had them around for tea, but I'm assuming the first time since they were obviously at loan at the club a few years ago. What are you expecting from those two players? And I mean, from a Wealdstone point of view, how dangerous are they to our chances of progressing?
First of all, I haven't had them around the tea. I don't think I have anybody around for tea. Lads anyway. They are two professional players who've gone on, certainly Marvin, obviously playing in the Premier. We know the pair of them have got pace. When they came to us, they've done well. They're going to have an influence on Saturday without any shadow of doubt. And in knowledge of the club, they know it's not going to be easy coming here on Saturday. So, yeah, they're good players. Sentiment will be, oh boys, how are you? Having a chat. And then there's no sentiment after that. We want to be on the winning side. And we hopefully they go home disappointed and then have a damn good season in the league.
From the players' point of view, do you think there's a chance that they're going to get overawed by the occasion? The crowd that's going to be down the Vale, something that they're going to relish and really respond to as well?
I think there'll be nerves, but I think they'll relish it. We've got enough experience in the side for them to know what it's all about. Many of them have been at this sort of level before. They're playing in first round proper, and I personally think they're going to relish it. as I say, there's bound to be one or two nerves at the beginning, but I think that's going to get rid of that. And playing in front of a big crowd down at the Vale or Free Bet Stadium as it is now, then what an atmosphere it could be. And I think we're all, I won't use the word excited, there's been a number of people that have said to me this week, are you excited? No, they don't know me very well. Don't get excited. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. My biggest excitement will be 4:45 on Saturday with satisfaction of the lads playing to their capabilities. If they do that, I've got absolutely no qualms, even if the opposition are better than us. But if we do that, it gives us a great chance. We can do this.
And just a couple more questions. You mentioned at the beginning there's been a bit of a media circus this week. So I want to ask you from your point of view, will you be watching the highlights on BT Sport come 7 o'clock?
If we win, probably. If we lose, I probably won't want to watch it or anything. I don't take much notice of newspapers, radio or anything else like that. You know, you said about the forum, don't we? The forum, Twitter, anything, you know. I know what's going on. We know what we're doing. There's been times this year that we've been disappointed. Nobody needs to tell me it wasn't good enough. You know, you can read all you like. People are going to criticise you if it's not going well. Part of the manager's job. People will pat you on the back when it's going well. You know, part of the job. So when it goes wrong, the biggest person that criticises is myself. We sit down as a management team, we analyse why, where, how we can try and improve it, and go to the next game. You look at the opposition, which obviously fans never see. You pick and choose a shape of the side that you think is going to be best suited to the opposition. And we've done that already this week. I think Mick went up and watched him until he's come back to his own. Scotty's got a couple of mates who's given us a good rundown. I've got two that have given me a good rundown. I've watched them. Then we've done this very thoroughly, and we've got a DVD. Once you've done that, you've got to pick the right side that hopefully is going to do enough to get you a result.
And finally, if you have one last message for the supporters ahead of Saturday, what would it be?
Get those drinks inside you and get those vocal cords going, because Saturday's a massive one and you can make it such a big difference. Get behind us, no matter what the scoreline is, because if we go down one early on, we need that lift, and you can give it to us.
Thanks a lot, Gordon.
Thanks.
Much appreciated.